name is Larry Foster. I'm a senior officer here at Titanic in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. I want to welcome you inside of our beautiful ship. When you first pull into our parking lot, you're going to notice the building. The building is shaped like the Titanic. We have a fountain out front that makes it look like she's sailing on in the Atlantic Ocean. Now, we also have on the side that the Titanic actually hit the iceberg, you'll see a replica of this huge iceberg. So it puts you right there in the moment when Titanic hit the iceberg. Talking about the ship itself on the outside, it's basically 12 stories tall and about the length of 4 city blocks. So from the actual building that you're looking at, from the ground to the very top of the smokestacks, you'll want to double that, add 3 more behind, and 1 more building beside it. And that's going to show you exactly how big the Titanic was. She would take up a 4-lane highway is how wide she was, at 882.5 feet long. As you enter our ship, you're given a boarding pass. You'll actually become a passenger or a crew member who was actually on board the Titanic over 100 years ago. Now, during your tour, you're going to actually take that boarding pass, read the person's story, and as you go throughout the museum, you're going to be looking for an artifact or a photograph, something that will help tell their story. When you come to the memorial room, you will find out the fate of your passenger. A couple rooms that I do want to talk about is, first of all, the beautiful grand staircase. Now, this grand staircase is actually built from the blueprints of Harland and Wolff. Now, it cost over $1 million to build. We're the only museum in the world where you're able to walk the grand staircase. We also have a third-class cabin, so you can see how the third class lived on board, as well as our first class suite. The first class suite had electric fireplaces, 24-karat gold leafing, and all the top amenities during the 1912 era. Now, some of the other things you will be looking at and experience while visiting Pigeon Forge Titanic is the Captain's Bridge. We have a full replica of the Captain's Bridge. You can stand behind the wheel and take charge just like Captain Smith did. Or you can walk outside on our promenade deck and feel the cold night air and touch the iceberg and feel how cold the water was that night, 28 degrees. Can you imagine 28 degrees? Now, in Branson, our original ship was built in 2006. It has been there for 11 years. Our construction started here a little bit after that, and we opened here in 2010, and we're happy to be celebrating our 7th anniversary this year. Now, just like on the real Titanic, we do have a gift shop. A lot of people don't understand that, but in the barbershop, you could stop by and buy postcards, pins, little things for mementos to take home with you from the White Star Line. Here in our gift shop, we sell an array of different things, from t-shirts to vintage jewelry to replica jewelry to toys to models, you name it, and we have it. Now, you can find out more information about us if you go to TitanicMuseumAttraction.com, and all of our information is listed there. I'd like to thank you for visiting with us today, and once again, my name is Officer Larry. Now, upon entering the museum, one of the first artifacts that you're going to see is an actual deck chair. Now, this is one of 7 deck chairs that's known to exist in the world. Also, I want to tell you a little bit about our owner, John Joslin. He actually funded and led the 2nd expedition to Titanic in 1987. Now, besides our ship here in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, we also have a location in Branson, Missouri. It opened in 2006. Now, some other things that I wanted to talk about would be our third-class cabin. Now, a lot of people don't realize, but the third-class cabin was actually considered very nice arrangements on the Titanic. Usually in other ships and traveling arrangements, they were known as steerage, and they had to bring their own pillows, their own blankets. But here they actually had bunks, they actually had water, they actually had 2 bathrooms. One for the males, one for the females. Now, if you wanted to take a bath, you had to make sure you got there pretty early, because they only changed the bath water 1 time out of every 10 uses. So that's just a little information of some things you will learn coming here to the Pigeon Forge Titanic.